Hello, it's me, Zacarias, and I have been making videos in a long time. It's because I said I'm on the video about the Bill Cosby. My computer was broken accidentally by me accidentally because I fell asleep and I had the computer, the laptop thing open, charging my phone, and next thing I hit the screen. And when I woke up on 4th of July, because I was up cooking that night before, doing that, midnight, after midnight, I was cooking ribs, after two hours of ribs, and in 20 minutes, and you put the barbecue sauce on it, I was cooking chicken, I think, yeah, cooking chicken as well. So, but that's not about that. It's about Peggy Hubbard, and now, if you don't know about Peggy, everybody know about Peggy Hubbard. She's a sister that came on I don't know, YouTube, Facebook, and she made a video about Jamila, I forgot her name, Jamila White or whatever her name. She was the little girl, 9-year-old girl of African descent who was killed while doing her homework by a drive-by shooting. It was at the wrong house. And news media coverage not cover this as much, but in Black Lives Matter situation happened when we're going to go ahead and say a thug shot at the police. Tried to shoot the police officer and got killed. Now, I'm for Black Lives Matter, but right there, I called me a coon because that was a coon right there, being a thug. I wish some of our people, because we're all of African American, European, and American descent, okay? And I do claim my multiracial roots. Whether you claim it's multiracial or you claim to be 100% African American when you're not, still, by that one drop mess, still, when you infiltrate stereotype thugging, that's cooning. Because long time ago, they make stereotypes, the jigaboo, the coon, and all the other junk. That was, if you play a movie, go to Hollywood, you play the maid, the butler, the villain, trying to be coon, because you was trying to be the phobia of white racist America, shall I say? So she made a video, and I agree and disagree. I agree with the fact that if you're going to talk about black lives, people of African descent, where you mix or pure, or not, unless you come from Africa, you're pure. But if you're down here, you ain't no pure. But still, if you say Black Lives Matter, then you should also not only worry about white cops and also some Hispanic cops too, because you know about what happened here in Texas, but over there in Waller County, there was not a white cop. He was Latino, and Latinos are racially mixed, included in many of Afro mestizo. I always bring that out. Okay, I don't care how he look. He 19 got just a Native American and possibly African in his background, because it was African slaves in Mexico that did mix down there. But the point is, Brian Acino, whatever his name was, is it Brian? Whatever his name was, he was Latino. But yeah, you have majority of white cops or in some Hispanic cops, and there's also some black identified, which ain't pure, but I'm talking about coons will kill an African descent person. And also they're killing Hispanic men and women, and also they're killing the Native American women. You heard about the story about the Native American woman that died in her cell, besides the Sandra Brennan case. But point is, also Asian, people of color, they're trying to kill our people of color, okay? And you have coons and porchos go along this, but this situation, I wouldn't call her a coon. I'm talking about Peggy Hubbard, because I do agree that the Black Lives Matter, because we had the situation with the two high yellow bound girls with a dog different colors of weave in their hair acting ghetto at the Brian Sanders speech. You don't do that. That man fought with Martin King. I don't care if he is white. He was with Martin King. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be heard, you need to be a part. You think Martin King will appreciate that? I know we ain't perfect. I know I lie sometimes, but I would never come to Bernie Sanders or anybody, and talk that way to him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't call you no niggas. He ain't call you all that type of word and stuff. And you talking about everybody excited for Mike Brown and just crying, baby. Shut your doggone mouth and wipe your tears, because you're not making it better for Black Lives Matter. Okay, the two yellow bone girls and out there in Seattle, Washington, acting a damn natural fool. I'm about to go on a rant. Let me stop. Point is, now since that happened, and I have a lot of questions about Black Lives Matter, besides just only worry about white cops and sometimes Latino cops killing people of African American descent. Can I say something to you? Why about black on black and brown on black crime? Do you ever think about that? You got black and Latinos fighting each other and killing each other in LA and South California. And they both mixed with African, Native American, European, and men don't want to mention that, but it's damn true. Okay? Y'all not saying Black Lives Matter about that. Instead of it's a Hispanic cop who's trying to be close to, be the portion tied to white cop, that when it matters, okay? You know, and then black on black crime. They killing, and even in California, they still black on black, crime going on, okay? And Ferguson and everything else. You're not worried about that. So I do question about the Black Lives Matter because, I mean, it's a good idea, but like here, Ken told them, man, where's your plan? Where's the plan? Because y'all don't have a plan. Martin King and all of them, they had a plan. Where's your plan? You know, instead of screaming Black Lives Matter, do you have a plan to change the policy? You know, for example, look what the gay folks did for the gay marriage. They had a plan to make it illegal. Do you have a plan to make laws to stop police brutality and racial profiling? Can you do that instead of shouting Black Lives Matter? Because walking and shouting ain't going to do nothing. You got to make a plan. And I'm glad Hillary Clinton put that out and she was not lying. But going back to this situation, when it comes to black on black, you know, people have to descent, we're not pure black, crimes against each other, y'all don't have no concern about that. Y'all don't think that matters. But if you live in a ghetto, like I'm not from the ghetto, but I live in the ghetto right now, I ain't worried about no Ku Klux Klan. I mean, yeah, I do worry about the officers too coming harassing, and I have to mostly worry about the white officers. I have to worry about black identified Latino ones. Okay. Because my record is clean, but I've been harassed by just the people of color more than just the white, you know what I'm saying? But going back, I mean, it wasn't just everyday harassment. It just happened a few, and I had bad. I'm going to snitch on the officers, the black and brown officers who did me wrong, and also white officers if it happened again. But point is, I gotta worry about a brother or sister who, you know, not all of us, but some who happen to be part of our race, try to act out line on me. You know, I'm also mad at the fact that here in Cisneros, when he was, because I live in public housing, when he was Secretary of State, Secretary of Housing Authority, Housing, Urban Development in '94, banned guns, and that's against the Second Amendment. I can't have a gun, but y'all talking about the reason why they happen in Virginia, and they're talking about gun violence. It wasn't the gun that caused the person who contributed to that man, the high yellow man that killed them two white folks. It was him who did it. It wasn't the gun. Just like the internet. You want to shut the internet down if it's bad. There's bad stuff on the internet too, and there's good stuff on the internet. There's every bad thing and good thing and everything, and bad in candy. You eat too much candy, you get diabetes. You gonna ban candy, being folks who eat moderation of candy. Do not, you know what I'm saying? I'm using it as so I'm not trying to change the subject. But they banned guns. And I was going to get one when a situation almost got robbed by a dude by camera skin light, being a high yellow but a nice car. And I ain't had a lot of money and try to do something to me. And like I said, I went to my manager back in 2013. And I was going to get a gun because by Texas law, we can have I can't stand part of the law. What do you call that law? Standard ground law, okay? The one that Zimmerman tried to mess up. So I was gonna get, because I was gonna protect myself. I ain't trying to get robbed by these talking folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work and going to school. And these folks gonna try, and they got more money than I got. They got a nice car. I ain't got no car. So point is, when I talked to them, they said, well, your lease say unless you're a security officer or you're a police officer living on the property, you can only have a firearm. I said, oh no, that's not right, because Second Amendment, we can have guns. And if you live in like Texas and Florida, like what happened to Trayvon Martin with Zimmerman screwing him the line, talking about he was fearful. No, you harassed Trayvon. You wasn't fearful for your life. You harassed him. He had right to defend his life. You harassed some grown man, following a 17-year-old. That is freakish and creepy. Okay, but going back to this situation, we have a right to, get a license here in Texas to carry a firearm, and that what Henry Cisneros did banned my rights. So going back to the situation, we can't even have guns, so I have to worry about a thug who try to do something to me, and I'm defensive. I got to use something that's not firearm, it's not powerful. That if he has one, God forbid, in order to defend myself, because I do believe in self-defense. The only time you kill somebody is in self-defense. It's you don't kill nobody if you just for fun and just steal and rob and do all other stuff. I don't believe that. So the only time you use to kill somebody, I'm sorry, because they shouldn't be bothering nobody. They deserve to get what they get. You harass and kill people. Someone kills you for it after be revenge. But if they defend themselves, you lose your life. That's what you get. Okay. So I do believe in it. Nobody ain't gonna change that. You know, you ain't try to twist over religion on that either, because I will block it. Point is, and y'all call me all type of, y'all defend the devil who doing the wrong. Y'all not doing anything. But go on, point back to the situation. I do agree a lot what she said. Now I don't agree with how she. That was her stepson. So Thomas, y'all get your news straight, dude. She didn't have a bunch of kids out of wedlock. She was married. She had 2 kids, and I think the 4th kid was from her husband she have now, who's a police officer. So I'm glad she said on Don Lemon. So she wasn't no Coco hair hooligan who was making more kids and hood rat. She wouldn't do all that. Okay, I mean she had weave in her hair, but she was not like that. She fought for this country. She was in the Navy. So get the story straight. But I don't agree with, like, for example, when Don Lemon was saying about the Baltimore, I don't like the Baltimore mom, and like I told people, and y'all know that I see my videos, when I got whippings, when I got yelled at, I want to beat and kill that person, and I'm bipolar. That comes in my head a lot when someone does that to me. When there's certain folks in the family, I don't fool with it because I don't want to have that moment, and my record is clean. Because they're trying to do something bad to me. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't believe in corporal punishment. I do believe that people distort that verse in order to be abusive, just like they did in slavery. Just you know what I'm saying? So I would never, because I don't want my kids to have that feeling towards me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be, if I'm going to be a child's friend, I don't want to be their enemy either. I don't want to be something to be a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the loving, caring father, good father to them. And y'all protect them, but I would never be harsh and ugly, because it's the way how the Baltimore more. That's why I would treat my enemies. When I made my rants and cuss, I don't cuss. I mean, that's not a love. And y'all talking about love in the Bible, excuse me, the 13th verse of Corinthians, not the purpose, but I know this. Said love is not, and you read the American verse, he said no love, and St. Paul said love is not a Christian root or brew over injury. So when you brew over injury, inflicting pain and violence on somebody, and you be rude, that's not of love. So I don't condone with that. So the time they came out right, I didn't come out right. I have bipolar type 1 and deals that type of mess. So yeah, I want more kids to have bipolar and have more problems, because y'all don't want to ignore. That's why in our community, some of our community, they don't want to talk about mental health, because they know what you're doing causing mental health problems. That's why you want to keep it on the low. But yeah, all these folks locked up in jail is because of that. Because many of their mothers whipped them and beat them. I know thugs and criminals who do what they do and whoop their dogs and kids, and they was whooping. They brag about that too. So my question is, why the whooping didn't stop them from doing the crime? They grown and everything. They still doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? You got folks smoke weed and whoop their kids. Okay, come on now. And weed is a drug, and weed is illegal, and maybe not illegal in some of the other states, but here in Texas it's still illegal. So point is, my question is to you. The question is, y'all, why y'all attacking this? Well, that's one thing I disagree with, but I do agree that they should. If you worry about a white man, sometimes a Latino man, maybe a coon brother or sister who's a cop, killing a black person, beating a black person, because like I said, I'm glad that in the movie Straight Outta Compton, it showed a black officer and also a Hispanic officer when they was doing their recording, and NWA was doing their recording, and they start harassing the black camera scan bald head officer that couldn't stand, and I'm glad that Ice Cube was very I'm sorry, that's what I'm saying, when authority does wrong, I lose my respect for that person, because they supposed to be the high standard. But he called them all type of niggas and everything. I understand NWA, they call themselves niggas. I don't condone it either. I'll make a video about me watching, because my birthday came last week. I got sick on my birthday, but the next day on my birthday, on that Wednesday, I did go see Straight Outta Compton. If you look at the situation, you had in the black officer and you had the white officer, he's trying to perform, in the Hispanic one trying to do this all the same thing. And as I said it, I'm sorry to say this, not all black people, African American, Hispanic descent cops, but half are the worst, because they have that affirmative action, and I'm not against affirmative action, you're wrong, but they have that minority status to show that, I'm a victim of racism, so I can get by anything, just like women. I'm not saying all women are bad, I'm trying to be misogynist, but they said, I'm reading a book that many women and minority both male and female, white women and whatever, who have that minority and affirmative action status, that protected class, they're the worst compared to white. Yes, the white man has the power, I understand that. But when they get involved in it, they 10 times worse because they have to protect the class to protect them. And that's what goes on the police force. So that's why I don't, about the Sandra Bleeding class. I understand she had an other attitude, but I don't blame her for with that little portion because all she was saying, first she was not from Texas. She don't know the laws down here. She's from Chicago. And then I understand for safety reasons, because if I was a cop, I would ask nicely, can you please take it, because I have asthma, because I do have asthma. Probably people smoke around me, I would let them know that, can you please not be around me because I have asthma. So point is, and I had an asthma attack last week, okay, due to the dust at my job. So, but point is, that's the reason why that I'm making this video. That's the whole reason why I'm making this video, is because that I was gonna go back to the percentage, but sorry, my check comes to sleep right now, and it's up night right about 3 or 2 o'clock in the morning. But the point is, that's the reason why that I was on Central inside. I understand he was a cop, but he wasn't being respectful about how he talked to her and everything, and that's why that if it was a white woman and she was essentially she do 19 had white blood in her, she's mixed. She's identified as black because we've been trained by the one drop trash in slavery. But point is, if she was 100% white, she talked they were not, because and then to what this I disagree with Peggy Hubbard. She told Don Lemon but that's one white woman that you're talking about. They can't pay the car, losing their house, whatever. Okay. There's many. I don't know what it is up there in Missouri, but many of them white people are privileged, just like here in Houston, Texas. Many of them are privileged. You go to the black and Hispanic neighborhoods, they're not. I mean, there are some neighborhoods that are of African Americans and Hispanics that do look good, but you see the ghetto, the barrio. But you go to the white neighborhood, you see more, upscale and everything, of more classy and everything. And I'm not trying to put minorities down. And you do see minorities there, but they the minority, okay? You know what I'm saying? So, point is, when, I can tell my life story, okay? That meantime, I try to get jobs. I do have one right now. I work flexible. I don't work every day. It's a part of like a flexible position. But, especially since I'm in online school, and I right now academically, because my computer is broke, I gotta get it fixed, and I'm trying to get a relative of mine who fix computers, and if he don't, I'm gonna get somebody else, because I'm getting tired of dealing with people who in the family who say they, who they, they're supposed to look out their own, but they don't. I'm not saying the stereotypical, some of our folks are, some, not saying all, but it happens in the African American community, okay, because all my grandmother's side, she's mixed with black and English and the American. And on her mother's side, they're somehow related to some Creole people. So it's a long distance cousin, and when my long distance cousin is a Creole descent, and he fixed my relative's computer. He never met me, but he knows my dad and everything else. That's who I'm related to. And I know his mom, I know his dad, I know his sister. We know all business, but that he's supposed to come fix the computer. I mean, I'm trying to get him, and I got money to pay for him to fix it. I ain't trying to do it for free. But he has not contacted me, and like I say, I'm very critical about that. When people do that, I'm like, dang. But if I go to a white person and get it, a pure white person, and get it fixed, they're like, why you didn't do that? Well, I could have helped you out. But when you try to do it, they don't do it. And there's a lot of talk. I hate when people talk and not do it. That gets on my nerves. And then it's like the Black Lives Movement. We talk, we don't do, and we don't have a plan. Because when Peter Clearly asked that man, I saw the tape. When they interrupted her meeting, they stop doing it. I understand that y'all trying to make an agenda, but stop being ghetto about it, okay? Just tell it like it is. Be intelligent. Martin King didn't act that way. He didn't act that way because there was intelligence back in the day in the 60s. But y'all young people, and I'm young too, I'm getting to be middle-aged, so I'm 4 years to be 40, and still look good because I turned 36. Y'all acting ghetto and wild and buck wild. It gets on my nerves. You making us as a people look like savages. They killing people, our people of African descent, and also other minorities as well. But y'all not, Y'all not coming trying to prove the white racist people wrong, that we not thugs and criminals and all that. But y'all sitting here acting like that, like I did in the two women in Bernie Sanders acting like a natural ass fool. I'm sorry, I want to make a rant about them two doggone hood rat bitches because they're not true sisters. A true sister will act intelligent. We don't want no ghetto ass. I don't care if you light skin, dark skin, hair straight, you can curl the wave. I don't care if you look exotic. I don't care whatever you look like. Acting a fool, a fellow doggone white folks, making us look bad because they say, well, we see why we don't support y'all. You know what I'm saying? Acting a fool, cussing the man out. He ain't did shit to y'all. So that's one thing I agree with Peggy Hubbard about that situation. And y'all, because one thing, like I said, they're not going to Donald Trump, the racist woman, and he is a racist. Okay, I'm doing a video about that. I can't stand him. He was a Latino man, and now he's trying to take sides with Dave Duke. I heard about him and Dave Duke. Dave Duke's trying to support him because Dave Duke's a racist too. He don't like Latinos, and it's so stupid. And they had an Afro-Latino Thomas something we don't have on his show, and he's on his Panamanian side, he's an immigrant too. Okay, so point is, y'all not going to Donald Trump and none of the white Republican people and attacking their doggone movement. Y'all going to Democrats. I understand Democrats have not done, but Democrats, I'm sorry, have done their job. I'm making a video about that. But the point is, I agree with Peggy Hubbard on a lot of stuff she said. I don't agree with the side with the psychotic aunt mama, Baltimore mom that I can't stand a savage. I would never talk to my kids like my enemies. Like I said, when you cuss somebody out and hit them and stuff, that's how I would do an enemy. I would never. That's one thing. I would never treat my babies, if I love them, like my enemies. Y'all don't have to. And once when we learn this in slavery, that we had to start things to violence and disrespect in order to get things right. And I'm sorry, I know I do it. I wouldn't do it to my children, but I want to other people who do me wrong. It's not right. So what makes you different? Okay, what's different when you do it to a child? Just because they're a child, they need defenseless people. Come on now. But the point is, cause my time almost up on this phone. I do agree that the Black Lives Matter has a double standard. And we need to fix our community. If you care about the black descendant community, you need to care about it, fix it first before we start asking white people to give us a respect. Because if we can't respect ourselves and we want to kill somebody over some stupid Jordans, we want to take somebody out of a job when they trying to understand. One thing I do when someone doing wrong, okay, if they're doing wrong their job, they're mistreating people, they shouldn't have the position. But we want to sit here, kill each other, fight each other, abuse our children physically whenever anything hide. And if anything, one thing in our community, some of our people do, not all, hide the abuse. Don't want nobody to know because we don't want white folks to know, but don't do the shit in the first damn place. Okay? Abusing, whatever, and y'all covering it up, trying to make ourselves look good when your ass ain't good. Okay, we need to fix that first, and then go to white people and ask them to respect us. Because that's one thing I don't understand. That little girl did not deserve to get killed. So, but some stupid thugs that making us look bad. They're the one who the coons, because they acting the stereotype the white race people put on Hollywood back in the day, acting like savages. Killed that little girl, that 9-year-old girl, doing her homework so she can be somebody, somebody's special society, make us as a people look bad. But y'all sit here and riding, acting savage over someone who had a gun. Okay, it wasn't Mike Brown didn't have a gun. That's a different scenario. This dude had a gun and tried to shoot the damn police. Now, I understand there's bad police officers, and sometimes I don't feel sorry for you. Heard me talk bad about the bad police officers. When I watched Straight Outta Compton, I actually felt that off on story, and I understand why I said fuck the police. The bad police, yeah, fuck them. They should deserve to get them. So to be cussing, but that's exactly my heart does come out on that. But when it comes to good police officers who try to protect us, you want to, what I'm saying? So, and then they put a gun on this man, on the police officer. You know damn well you don't put a gun on a police officer. Are you stupid? Or you sure going to get killed because they have a law for right to protect themselves. And if you try to harm them, if I go punch a cop in the face, I'm going to get my ass killed. Okay? Now, I have a couple minutes on here. Now, we're going to talk about the white privilege. Excuse me, sister, there is white privilege, because I'm going to say this. We know we all mixed with white. Okay? We all mixed with Caucasian besides black and American. We don't get the privileges. Like I mentioned earlier about even Latinos are mixed with white and also Native American and also African. And something I want to highlight. Rose Perez said on the view about Rocky Rioga, Rioga is talking about about making it come about Michelle Obama. They don't want to hide their African roots, okay? But they don't get no privileges. You see immigrant people like these brothers and sisters, some of them whine about Latino immigrants trying to sound like Donald Trump, but they're not getting no high positions. No illegal immigrant does not get a high position. Now the immigrants who come here to visa and all that other stuff and become citizens, yeah, they do get high position. They learn English. Yeah, they get high position because you can all speak it in America. You can't speak ghetto. You can't speak Spanish. You can't be offensive. Can't speak none of that. You gotta speak perfect English in corporate America. Am I correct? Okay. So you have to understand that there are people who are illegal who do speak English. Okay, because I met those who do. Shocking, But point is, y'all worry about a little bit slave wage job that they was forced on us and for Jim Crow's, back in the day. We should be in CEO positions, and Martin King fought against that situation. Because my major is entrepreneurship. I ain't trying to be no doggone working cleaning. And I'm sorry, and I got the high school diploma and some college. And I'm back in college. I don't want to be nobody damn janitor. So point is, okay, when you see white people that have nice cars, nice houses, they own businesses. Okay, something that we need to start doing. Okay, so it is white privilege. If they come to work late, they get the white privilege. Oh, I remember one dude I used to work with back in 2012. No slide against Fabergé. We worked for 1080 for Fabergé, and not too far in the south, in the middle of South Central Houston. And I never just do this with a gay white dude. He was masculine too. He wasn't no femme, like y'all trying to stereotype. And this dude would come to work drunk. I'm serious. You can tell, but he smelled like alcohol because he drank that night. And if I can't smell like alcohol, my black and French Creole about English behind it, because I do claim I'm mixed. Don't let the white racist person tell me how to identify. But they see me as black. Be out of job, okay? So you know what I'm saying? If I saw on Hubbard Press, and I love Hubbard Press, they talked about was Hubbard Press. One of them videos about white privilege, and this white people was talking about who was late for work, and the supervisor didn't get upset. I accidentally been late for work, and I never get that type of leverage. I had to pray to keep that job. You know what I'm saying? And I do. Thank God for that. I'm not the perfect one, but I have to thank God for that. But my point is, y'all get that? Do you get that understanding? Yes. The white people, I've been watching in the movie, and want to make it a little short because I'm almost done because they have a time limit on here. A white man, when I talked about it back in April or late April, a white man, I talked about this video in HPD. His police had to arrest this white man for cussing him out. Let me go cuss out since I don't look white and I'm camera skin, okay? Let me go in there and cuss some white police officers and see what happens to me. I'll be put in jail for disrespecting the cop. Get my point? So I seen white privilege. I seen we see how you try to get a job, they get the jobs better than a Hispanic or black person. Like I said, they'll choose a black and Hispanic. And like I tell you, those who side out with Trump being ghetto, being coons, side along with Mr. Trump, Donald Trump. We know he's a dog race. He don't like black folks. Either he may be friends to Michael Jackson and LaToya and all the rest of Jackson, but he was friends to what's his name, Geraldo Rivera, and he sit there and made stuff about Latino immigrants. But point is, that was just like Hulk Hogan pretending to be love all races when they don't. Okay. But this is what they do. They hire a Latino immigrant, whether it be legal or not, and not a black person, so they can pin African American descent people and Latino people against each other. But they'll whine and complain about there's too many of them here. You see, the point is, so they want to give out, so just give you a little money here while you're here, but we're going to kick you out when we get you out of here, and we're trying to keep the African Americans low. That's exactly what they're trying to do. Okay, that's why y'all get to the voting pool and try to find, because I don't know about Hillary, because I have a little side about Hillary. I'll talk about that in the next video or whatever. But I think Bernie Sanders will be a better president, and I don't want to see Trump as a president. Okay? If you don't like he don't like black folks, either he's trying to take sides with David Duke, the former Ku Klux Klan, who talk about white supremacy who actually advocate white supremacy on YouTube. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is coming out the closet of his evilness. And he is an evil, right racist person. Okay? So, point is, you know, and so this white privilege sisters get in here. You might live good because your husband making a bunch of money and he got cop friends. And I see he kind of light in you, and I can think this woman's about camera like myself. This dude's high yellow, and he don't look all that white, but he high yellow. So I see the reason why. But they'll mistreat him too. I see. So high yellow brothers get mistreated too by the cops. Okay. So, cause he had that one. I mean, I'm not one droppers, okay. I don't really one drop rule, but they had that one drop. They had the mentality, so they trying to pose that mentality on us, and many of us still go along with that mentality, trying to claim to be pure black when we not. I check 3 boxes, y'all, cause that's what my mom and dad got in them. They not full blown blacks, okay. We black and French, Creole, English, and American. But my dad's mixed with mother. I don't know about her. Me mixed with English. I know she mixed with French Creole. But point is, we're not pure black people, and I will never go along with white racist ideology on me. Okay, I recognize it, but I will not buy into it, and I think many of us need to stop doing that. Okay, but with this sister here, she did say some stuff about this, but at the same time, I disagree about her saying white privilege, because it is white privilege. So many of us don't know, can't pass for white like Sarah Jane in Imitation Life. Still, we get mistreated like trash. Get that in your head, sister, okay? You might live good in certain country, but if someone says yank that off you, you understand that. Because I was raised middle class myself, and I didn't think that stuff going to happen. As I got older, I recognize that. Anyway, y'all have a nice day.